Hi everybody, Danger Rock here. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Marvel's Rose action figure. This is a really nice packaging, just like all the other Retro Spider-Man figures. We got a really nice 90s logo right here on the packaging. We have a nice picture of the character here on the side. Taking a look at the figure itself, he comes with a number of accessories. He comes with 2 interchangeable hands, 2 guns, and this rose accessory. So that's really cool. Taking a look at the back, we have a read-up of the character. I'm just going to read it real quick because it's not that long. Richard Fisk, the son of Kingpin, becomes an adversary of both his father and Spider-Man when he returns to New York as a crime boss known as the Rose. So that's really cool. The Kingpin was always one of my favorite Spider-Man villains, and here this appears to be his son. When I first saw this guy in action figure form, I didn't know who he was, so I did a little research on him to find out. But I really like the look of the figure itself. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get this guy opened up and take a closer look at him. Now, I really like to save these 90s card backs because I really like the packaging on the figure. I have a lot of these figures. I just don't have them opened up. I like to leave them packaged because they're reusing the Toy Biz artwork. But this one right here had a dent right in the right corner of the packaging. So I thought, since this package is technically damaged, let's just open them up. Technically, I could still put them back in the package because the way I'm opening this guy up, I'm just cutting into his plastic bubble here. But I'll just see, that looks really cool. Okay, so taking a look at the figure itself, let's get it out of that bubble. Before we take a look at the figure, the first thing we're going to do is take a look at his accessories. Now, this guy comes with a number of accessories. He comes with a pointing hand right there and a gripping hand. I would imagine that the gripping hand is, of course, to put his guns in his hands. So here are his guns. They look really cool. I like the way it looks like one of them has a bigger trigger right here. So one of them we could just port it right into his hands, and the other one we could have him grabbing. And I just realized these are 2 separate guns. One looks like a rifle and a pistol. And he comes with a rose that you could just port right into his hand. So, taking a closer look at the figure, I absolutely love this head sculpt. I really like the purple mask with the gray glasses. The texturing they used on this is great. It has lots of detail. That's really nice. And what's really cool is the white suit. He has a blue tie. Of course, he has a red rose right here on his jacket. But I really like all the detail put into the vest. We can see his buttons right here. The strings for his robe. That looks really, really cool. And if we take a look at his shoes, we could see they did a nice job with the black marking on it. So I really like that a lot. Moving into the articulation for this guy, you can fully rotate his head, a full 360. Arms can rotate a full 360. they hinge outward that far. He has elbow joints. You can fully rotate his wrists. You can kick his legs that far out, but it is limited to his robe right here. So they don't hinge in the thighs, but they do bend at the knees pretty far. He does have foot articulation, and you can fully rotate his feet. So that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do now is let's switch out some of his hands for his gripping hands. So what we could do is we could just take this pistol, put it right in his hand. And I think, yeah, that works really well. Now, as far as his other hand goes, I believe we could fit this pistol in his hand as well. Yeah, we got his thumb there to hold the trigger, so that's really cool. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna swap out this hand and put this one in. So the hand with his pointing finger. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try to grip it. And it seems like this one, I can't get it to fit in there. So this hand was pretty much made to just hold his rose accessory, because if I put it in his hand right here and his fingers pointing up, it'll fit in there pretty well, and you could actually move it around without having to worry about it falling out. So it's really cool. I'm still glad he came with his gun and 2 other hands, but when I display him, I want to display him holding his gun. So that's really cool. So it could there we go. That's a nice pose right there. So as you could see, all of these Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man figures are great. This is like my favorite line that Hasbro has put out so far, especially what they did with the Green Goblin figure and the black costume Spider-Man. That's really cool. But this guy is really super posable. He's looks great. He's a must-have. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna set him aside for a second so we could do some comparisons. So what I have to compare him to is what I believe to be the 2 definitive Spider-Man figures in my collection. Here we have the retro Spider-Man that came out in 2020. As you can see, they're both standing at about the same height. And here we have my most favorite figure of all. We have the Spectacular Spider-Man figure from 2008, which is also 6 inches tall. And if we look at this guy right in the middle, it looks like the Spectacular Spider-Man figure is only about 4.5 inches tall. Or actually, no. If this is 6 inches tall, this is only off by an inch. So they're all pretty much about the same height. But I feel like he does scale well with the other action figures, so that's always cool. So there you have it. This has been my review of the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Rose action figure. If you like this video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a full collection video. And so definitely stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this figure? Was he a must-have for you? Because he certainly was a must-have for me. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.